club face is absolutely king when it comes to the golf swing. If you can control the club face, you can play this game to a pretty high level. So today I'm going to show you the simplest way that you can learn to control that club face down at impact to give you ultimate control over your golf ball. So the golfers who miss the fairway to the right, who miss it to the left, who miss the greens to the left or the right, just lack or struggle with club face control. If you can get that club face under control and you can learn how to position it at impact where you want it to be, you can control where that golf ball goes and you can play some better golf. But how do you do that? There's lots of instruction out there which can help, and I've certainly done videos on that in the past. But in this one, we're going super simple. We're going to tap into your natural skill and use that to control the club face. Now, just before I get started, I'd love you to get involved with this video down in the comments box down below. I do try and respond to as many of the comments as I can. So get involved, let me know what you think about this video, future videos, just general questions that you might have, and I'll get back to you. The more that you can comment, the more it really does help me on this platform. So, how to improve club face control? Well, for me, we can either attack it through technique or through skill. Technique, I've done videos in the past. Go and check those out if you feel like your club face is way open or way closed, or maybe it's a grip issue. But we're going to tackle skill, because if you can develop your skill, you can control the club face. So let's assume that I've got a relatively neutral trail hand grip. So my right hand is placed on this golf club fairly naturally. If I take an address and I just open up my trail hand, then the palm of my hand pretty much points in the same direction as the club face. If I position the club face so it points out to the right hand side, guess what? My palm now faces the right hand side. And if I turn the club and I point it to the left hand side, guess what? Again, my palm faces the left. So within reason, wherever my palm faces is going to agree with where that club face faces. Palm facing right, club face right, palm left, club face left, and obviously what we're after is palm straight, club face straight. So what would happen if we took away the golf club, we got you into a kind of rough posture, and I just said to you, you know, place your lead arm behind your back and just make some little swings and just try and position your palm right and kind of left and pretty straight. Well, I don't think you'd have too much trouble doing that. I think you do that fairly naturally. I don't think you'd particularly think about where your palm was at this point in the golf swing, or where it was at this point, or what your wrist was doing, or when you started to rotate your forearm, or when you started to release anything. You would do none of that. You would simply just kind of deliver the palm, pointing to the right and pointing to the left. And then if I said to you, make it point down the middle, you'd probably do something similar to this. So if that's so easy and that's so natural and that's kind of easily done by most people, why would we not just do that in the golf swing? Well, we can. So you'll see I've got a few golf balls teed up here, and I'm going to run through that little exercise. Now, when we're developing skill, we don't have to be hitting perfect shots all the time. We're looking for awareness, we're looking for control, we're looking to get an understanding of, you know, in this case, how that trail palm relates to the club face. So I'm going to hit 3 shots here. I'm going to hit one out to the right, I'm going to hit one out to the left, I'm going to try and hit one about straight. But I'm really just trying to keep it as simple as I can, like that little exercise there, where we had no golf club. So, taking an address, I'm kind of aiming down the middle of the fairway, and I'm just going to deliver this golf club with my palm feeling like it's pointing way out to the right. Pretty easy. Okay, what about if we did the opposite now? So we're going to do same little swing, but I'm going to point my palm more to the left, and the ball goes more to the left. I can guarantee you I'm not overthinking this at all. I'm trying to kind of almost reduce the amount of thoughts I've got and just try and, like I said at the start, tap into my natural ability to just control where my palm is. It's not easy to think about this club head. You know, it's on the end of a piece of steel, it's this far away from you depending on what the club is, it's got different weights and different feels. It can be quite difficult to know where that is in space, but you probably should all be aware of where your palm is. And that's why this drill should hopefully work for many of you. So this one's a little bit more pressure on this, because I need to get something that's around about straight. And that one, yeah, certainly not straight, a little bit right, but better than the other two. So all of those shots probably flew 50, 60 yards. I would then re-tee another 3 balls, try and do the same exercise, but maybe try and hit it 100 yards. Tee another 3, try and hit it 150 yards, and getting up towards whatever full speed would be for you with that golf club. If you can start to understand and feel what a slightly open face is, what a slightly closed face is, what a square face is, by referencing your palm, you're developing your skill when it comes to controlling the club face. All the best golfers have the ability to control the club face. The next level to that would be to try and pick some points that you're going to aim for. So rather than me trying to leave the face open and hitting it right of target, I would actually pick something. So I might try and pick the red tee marker. So I'm actually trying to sort of open the face, but now regulate kind of how much it's open. That's starting to go into level 2. So, you know, level 1 is just right, left and straight. Level 2 is kind of how far right, how far left. Starting to dial in your awareness and your control. And that's really where we start to be able to get really good control of our golf ball. So, pretty simple drill, this one. Great exercise for, you know, anyone out there who kind of doesn't like technical thoughts. Maybe you feel like you need to develop your swing a little bit, you need to work a little bit on club face control, but you're not someone who deals particularly well with, you know, backswing or downswing thoughts. It can get a little bit too complicated for you. This is a great one. I love doing this little exercise in practice. Developing skill is a great way to lower scores. And that one, nicely down the middle. Palm would have been pretty much where I wanted it to. But again, there was no technical thought. It was just a little bit of awareness on my trail hand and developing my ability to control that in conjunction with the club face. Control club face, your scores will lower. It's as simple as that. So try that exercise next time you are practicing. Have a little bit of fun with it. Hit it right, hit it left, hit it straight. Work through the bag, change the distance, change the speed, develop your skill. Add that into your practice, and one practice session like that is probably not enough to change it. It needs to be something you do over weeks, over months, even over years. The more you can do it, the more you're developing your skill, the better it will perform on the golf course. Right, thanks for watching. Hopefully that's helpful to you. Usual stuff down below, comments box down there, like button, link over here to subscribe to the channel. Would love to have you along for the journey, and hopefully I'll see you back here again for a future video very soon. Thanks for watching.